Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's Big Brother Canada 11 chat.
Oh, hi.
11Cs.
There's only 5 more after tonight.
I'm shook.
I know. So this is episode 24.
Oh my goodness. Last time was the big ass double eviction.
Oh my god.
And it was a wild ride.
So Shanae was evicted
Well,
because Claudia... Well, first
Kuzi was evicted.
Then Shanae because Claudia put her on the block.
Claudia
after
effed
Ty
up.
used the veto on Anika.
Claudia effed up. We're going to get into it more because most of this episode was just a recap of the double eviction and some behind the scenes that we didn't get to see the first time through.
Very few behind the scenes.
It just cracks me up because they could have just done this during the double eviction, but because it's not like it's actually live. But they try to play it off like, oh, during the commercial break, like this is what happened.
There was no commercial break. All right.
Come on.
So Kuzi left.
All right, and now it's time.
We noticed.
Very sad to see Kuzi go, and now it's time to dive in to the nitty gritty of the rest of the double eviction.
Ty was upset because I feel like Kuzi was his person in the house. Yeah. Other than like Claudia, who it's like freaking weird.
Even though he's got this like use-mance with Claudia, it always seemed like he was way more loyal to Kuzi, way more willing to listen to her point of view, and wanting to go to the end with her over anybody else.
Even though she took a dump all over him, basically, that 1 week.
I mean, they both did to each other.
All right, so now it's time for the HOH comp.
Okay.
Claudia won.
We saw this. We know.
Yeah.
So
we
then,
noticed.
Yes. Time for the commercial break. So blah, 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 everybody's doing their little game chats.
So Claudia scurries like a little rat into the, the storage room with the teen girls squad.
I can't remember which room they were in. Library? I don't know.
Oh, yeah. And she says, I'm putting up Daniel and Anika. And everybody's like, all right. It's good. It's good group.
So you're not going to put up Ty. Her reasoning was...
Ty's back on the menu.
I mean, basically, like, would she have done this if they were not all, like, romantic again?
No.
I have my doubts. But she was like, if I put Ty up on the block and he wins the veto anyway, then he's going to be mad at me. Like, I want to see if I can get back in with him.
Dumb. Baby voice, dumb. Okay, so. Claudia tells Daniel that he's going up with Anika. And Daniel's like, okay. And then...
Well, she made it seem to Daniel and Anika like Ty is her target here, which I don't think he ever was in this week. Right. Obviously, before, yes. But this week, I don't think he was ever her target. But she's trying to play it up like, yeah, we'll see what happens with the veto. And then, I can make a move.
Right. So then Claudia tells Anika, you're going up, but you're not the target. So, like, fight like hell. And she's like, thank you. So then Claudia does what Ty wants. And
she thinks that she can reason with this man who's been making her look like a fool all season. She's telling him...
Tonight was no different.
Yeah. Claudia looked dumb. I'm sorry. She looked dumb in this episode.
Really annoyingly, angrily stupid.
I just want to shake her. Claudia, wake up, girl.
I got so angry by this.
Yeah. She's telling Ty, first things first, if Daniel or Anika win the veto and take themselves down, I'm going to be putting Shanae up on the block.
You can't vote her out.
Okay. She's showing her cards to Ty, and she's saying, yeah, don't vote her out. And he's like, yeah.
And then she said, if you win the veto...
Don't use it.
Don't
Leave the
use
noms
it.
the same.
And he said, okay. He did Thomas the Tank Engine eyes.
Yeah. Why do you think that Ty is going to go along with what you want?
Because he's not.
When has he ever done that so far this season? Stop kidding yourself.
No.
So hearing that Shanae would be the replacement nominee, Ty is just like, he's like drooling right now because he wants Shanae out because he knows that Shanae is the least likely out of the 3 of those girls
to work with him.
To listen to him. So,
yeah.
We saw what happened. Ty won the veto.
Oh.
So he pulls Anika aside, and
on the commercial break.
And he says, "I'm
going to use the veto on you,
or at least you or Daniel." I don't think he said who.
I thought he said her.
Okay, and he was like, "Shanae is going up. We're gonna vote her out."
So Ty tells Claudia that he's using the veto.
He's like, why are you holding on to Shanae so much? And this is the clip that we saw during the double eviction, right. Those two chatting about it. And Ty is trying to make it seem like he is all for this final 3, that we get some confirmation. We didn't get a flashback or any receipts, but we get some confirmation in the diary room that Ty, Claudia, and Renee have spoken about working together as a final 3.
Possibly, yes.
So he's like, you don't need Shanae in here.
Shanae needs to go.
He's selling it as Shanae is working with Daniel and Anika.
Because Kuzi told me so.
Well, Claudia, it was also working with Anika and Daniel, but she doesn't say that here.
No.
She's not revealing that yet.
So he was telling the truth. Kuzi did tell him that.
Well, she didn't tell him that, but she told him about the crown.
Yeah.
She told him about the crown. But, I mean, it was clear, bless you, that Shanae
Thank you.
was, like, always with Anika and Daniel. Like, they were hanging out a lot. So it was pretty obvious that they were, like, linking up.
So he's like, so you're going to put up Shanae, right? And she's like, fine.
It didn't take much.
She folded like a cheap suit.
Yes. It did not take much to get her on board with this plan to take out Shanae.
So then Daniel wants to talk to Ty, and...
This felt like The Bachelor when they're, like, constantly interrupting each other, being like, hey, can I talk to him for a sec?
I just wanted him to be like, stop! You're getting what you want. Just go away.
Well, he let Daniel know the plan, taking out Shanae, and Daniel's like, all right.
All right, this really killed me. Claudia lying to Renee and Shanae.
Well, because they know that she just talked to Ty, and they were like, is he using the veto? And she was like...
I didn't know. He didn't say.
I don't know. He's
didn't say anything to me.
So she's like, I have a feeling he's going to use it because he said he was going to.
Yeah.
But now they're trying to figure out who is going to go up on the block because the only 2 choices...
I can't choose between you two except if the choice is Shanae.
Right. I mean, I think she was like... When Shanae was saying, oh, Renee, like, I don't deserve to be here over you.
Renee
like,
deserves to be here more than me.
And these 3 are just crying and crying and crying.
Oh, my God. You know who should be crying?
Claudia?
And never, ever stop? Claudia, because she made one of the stupidest moves.
She really effed up, man. She chose Ty over her girlies that she's been working with this whole time.
Ty isn't even into you. He's not into you.
Even if he is, the way that he treats you. What? Why are you going with this person? Ah!
What are you, Granny? Are you two going together?
Him. I meant going forward in the game, but it came off like that.
I know.
But I meant like going forward in the game.
Are you guys going together?
They're going together.
So Ty said, trust me, Shanae isn't willing to listen to me because it's all about Ty.
He's so controlling.
Ty says he wants the final 3 with Claudia and Renee. Does he though?
We'll see about that.
All right,
we'll see how long he sticks to that.
Shanae is talking to Claudia, and Shanae says, I can't promise you the world like he can. Oh.
Yeah, because she was like, am I going up? Like, is it me? It's you.
And then Big Brother said, please come to the beep in living room.
Okay, so Big Brother did not curse at them, but the way that things lined up, Big Brother was making their announcement, and like either Claudia or Shanae, I don't know who it was, dropped a curse.
F.
Yeah, so that was bleeped. So it sounded like Big Brother was like, come to the effing living room, house guests.
All right, so let's cut to the chase. Ty used the veto on Anika. Oh. And Claudia puts up Shanae. They cried tears for a flood bigger than the biblical one.
And then, as we know, Shanae was voted out.
Oh.
Ty did not keep his promise.
No.
All right, so after Shanae is gone.
Is so friggin' cocky.
Can we just talk, too, about his reaction...
Don't mess with me.
...to winning the veto during the double?
Ball
Not
game.
only the ball game thing, but like, blah, like running around the backyard. And then in the diary room, he's all like, I'm back, baby.
I'm patient, so if you mess with me, I'll get you.
Remember when Ty almost quit?
Yes.
I missed that.
I'm so upset that he didn't quit.
I'm sorry, but he showed his clownery again in this episode. And like, I just can't stand the way he talks to people.
No. That's why I'm hoping that somebody will take out Ty before the final.
I don't know. It's not looking good for that to happen. But anyway.
It would be amazing if it was Claudia, but I think the chick's too stupid.
I don't know. But he's just doing whatever's best for him at this point. It doesn't matter what deals he makes. He can go back on those. He's doing whatever.
He's doing whatever because he's right in the middle. Everybody wants Ty this week.
He is perfectly wedged in the middle right now. So, after the double eviction, Ty, Claudia, and Renee are all like, whoa, what just happened? They're talking about...
You did what I want.
Well, Ty is trying to brainwash them into thinking that it was a good move for them to take out Shanae. And
tells them about the crown.
Right, how Daniel and Anika were working with Kuzi, Hope, Jonathan, and Ty was like, Shanae was in with Daniel and Anika, in with that group.
I wasn't, though.
Well, yeah. Claudia's like, I had to say something. There was, like, maybe sort of a Final Four that was, like, from earlier that I was, like, a part of, but I wasn't in it as much as Shanae.
I was just a joke to me.
Yeah, me, Shanae, Daniel, and Anika, but, like, I wasn't really... I would like to hear Renee's reaction to that, please. Yeah. I wish we could have gotten a DR from her about that, but all we saw from Renee was... Yeah. I think she was shell-shocked from the whole thing. I think she was shell-shocked. Yeah, we didn't really hear much from her in that convo, but... Ty is saying, like, I want to go to Final 3 with you two, meaning Claudia and Renee. But basically, like, they have to do what he wants in order for it to work out. But in the diary room, Ty's all like, I could go to Final 3 with Claudia and Renee, or I could go with Daniel and Anika.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter to me. I'll do whatever.
Yeah. That really,
Yeah.
So then he talks to Daniel and Anika spills about the Final Four alliance, and he's like, I know.
Oh, he was so cocky in that moment, too.
And they're like,
I already knew that.
How'd you know that?
Don't worry about it.
I know things.
You literally just found out from Claudia. Don't act like you knew this whole time.
I know.
But he also reveals, I know about the crown, so.
That makes me pause for a second, because this could be his undoing.
It could, because...
If he goes to the final with a member of the crown... That's like 4 votes for the crown.
Well, what I was going to say was, because he's revealing he knows about this, Daniel and Anika may be less likely to keep him around.
Yes.
Because if he's like, oh, I'm not going to go to the end with Daniel and Anika because they got all these crown votes waiting for them, they may think like, oh, he's never going to take us to the end, so we're not going to let him go any further. You know what I mean? Right. I don't think that's going to happen because these people are dumb. But game dumb.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying they're dumb in real life.
Right.
So, yeah. It could have an effect, but will it? But Anika was all like, how can Cece be so brainless? You know, keeping Ty off the block.
Hello, pot, meat, kettle. All right, so it's time for the HOH competition. I don't even want to think about how disgusting this whole situation was already.
This HOH competition
was called Take It or Leave Her.
I'm not going to lie. I was surprised when I heard that Anika won this competition.
Me too.
And now seeing it back, it all makes sense.
This competition was balancing an HOH sign that they probably got from like Hobby Lobby or Michael's or whatever, and they had some interns build it on a seesaw.
Yeah.
That's the lever.
Okay.
Not lever. All right. And Daniel was the first one out after like a couple seconds.
Well, you had to do like a Captain Morgan and use one foot to balance the seesaw.
So Daniel was out first because I guess he has the foot strength of a newborn. I don't know.
After Daniel was out, it was like freaking rapid fire.
Ty said, I got distracted by Daniel.
Yeah, that's what it was. All horrible.
Otherwise, I would have won.
Sure.
And then Renee. And then 17 seconds. Only Anika was
Even
left.
Anika was shocked that she won.
This is absolutely ridiculous.
That was insane.
17 effing seconds. What the actual F?
I want to see what production's reaction was watching this back. Were they pissed?
Were they hoping to get overtime?
I don't know.
And they got nothing?
I don't know. This was pretty, I gotta say, pretty disappointing. Not that Anika won, but just that, like, this is what happened with the final 5 HOH. Like, you want to see people fighting for it, but, like, 17 seconds?
This is ridiculous.
Crazy.
So Anika tells Ty she's putting up the girls.
Anika! What are you doing? So she thinks, okay.
She can't put Ty up.
Well, she thinks that Cece keeping Ty off the block last week was so dumb. Oh my God. And now she's ready. She's prepared to do the exact same thing. And she thinks that Ty will do what she wants with the veto.
Really?
Yeah.
Dumb.
I see what you're saying. Like, she doesn't want to put Ty up because, first of all, he saved her with the veto.
Right.
Not once, but twice.
Right.
And also, it's the dilemma. Like, okay, if I put Ty up, he's going to win the veto probably anyway.
Well, he also said he wouldn't use the POV if he wins it. Would you?
Likely story.
No, I won't use it.
Yeah. But also, okay, even if you're not targeting Ty, you have to look at the numbers here. You could find yourself in the same exact situation that Claudia was in during the double, where you have no choice but to put up your number one ally, just because of the way the numbers work out. So why not put Ty up on the block? If he wins,
so that he can only save himself.
Right, and not somebody else.
Right.
So you still have options of other people to put up.
All right, so it's Anika's HOH room, and how cute was her dog, Waffles?
Adorable. But I also think it's insane that her dog's name is Waffles. And
Wafflegate?
Wafflegate!
All right, she put on her winner's outfit. All right, pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And then next up, Ty...
There's a little argument here.
Ty tells the girls that they don't know how to separate game from personal.
I don't know about that.
He's a complete D to the girls.
I do not like the way this conversation
Claudia
went down.
had to leave the room and go sleep in, what was it, Jonathan's bed? Or
I don't even know.
Who knows anymore?
In the toucan room. What annoys me on a crazy level is that Ty is like, oh, you guys were coming after me. Like, Shanae ruined my HOH. Renee, you put me up. Claudia, you put me up. But, like, first of all...
You put Renee up.
Ty put Renee up. She was his target. Also, Ty handpicked Shanae to play in the veto competition. And then he's blaming her for busting his HOH.
For winning it.
Yeah. But all of a sudden, it's so terrible that the girls put him up on the block when he did the same exact thing to Renee.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Well, I guess so, if Ty says so.
It's too much.
So it's time for Wendy's, and of course, Anika is taking Daniel C.
Of course.
And Adele is the server.
Oh, he's from, like, quite a while ago.
Yeah, from, like, season 1.
Was he season 1? He was early on, maybe 2.
Isn't that the Good TV? Is that what you want?
That's
Good
Sabrina.
TV? Yeah, what season was that?
Oh, I can't even think anymore. She might have been season 1. I don't know.
Wake Up Canada. It was either season
2?
1 or 2.
2. I feel like Adele was on season 2.
All right, so was that when they had to stand on the blocks of ice for like the first
I think it might have been, right? That competition still gives me nightmares. I think about that every once in a while when it's cold and the floor feels cold.
You could like
you
have
would really
some
mess up
serious
your nerves.
nerve damage
Yeah,
from that.
you
I
could.
can't believe they actually made them do that.
Absolutely insane.
I wonder if they got that literally.
No pun intended.
All right, so they don't want to take the girls to the final 3.
They're always talking about how they feel like the girls don't deserve to be there and like they're so much better than the girls.
What have you done?
I know.
You got into an alliance. You were at the bottom of an alliance. Because they needed asses in the seats.
Daniel is a little bit concerned about Anika potentially leaving Ty off the block. Mm-hmm. Not because he wants Ty out and he doesn't want to work with Ty. He wants Ty there. The problem is he sees the numbers, you know. If
he knows that he could go up if Ty wins the veto.
And uses it, yeah. So Daniel's like, all right, Anika, Ty could not be convinced by the lady that he lays with to leave the nominations the same.
What makes you think you can convince him?
I mean, Daniel makes a good point there.
He sure does. Okay, so Ty is playing both sides. Mm-hmm. We know this.
Yeah.
And Anika is talking to Ty, and she says that she trusts him.
But also she doesn't.
Yeah.
She wants to know, who told you about the crown? And Ty reveals it was Kuzi. And Anika is pissed about this. She talks to Daniel about it. They are both really angry that Kuzi did that. I really, I would have been upset too because they were all like, oh, the crown, to the end. And then she spilled the beans.
Wow.
But this is what we were talking about earlier. Now Anika and Daniel are nervous. Like, is Ty less likely to take one of us to the end because he thinks that we would have all these votes locked in? So it's like another layer to think about.
If he was smart, he would be concerned, but it doesn't seem like he's that concerned. Mm-hmm. So it's now time for BBCAN Awards. Ooh. Make sure you go to the website and vote for your favorite moments of BBCAN 11.
Yeah, we haven't checked it out yet, so we got to see what those moments are.
What are your favorite moments? Seeing Ty dump on Claudia constantly?
No, it was ridiculous. I did really enjoy Wafflegate because I thought it was so silly and ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't know. I gotta see what's on offer. You know, I gotta see what's nominated, and then I'll make my decisions.
Okay. So Ty and Claudia, I think he happens upon her in the nook, or the nosh, whatever. The
nosh.
I don't know. And they basically have a conversation like,
do you trust me? Well, I don't know. Do you trust me?
We've screwed each other over so many times. Can we ever trust each other again?
They are messy.
They are really messy.
Very, very messy showmance, usemance, whatever you want to call it.
So Anika tells Daniel C. Ty knows about the crown.
Oh, I jumped the gun. This is what I was talking about earlier. Sorry.
And also, let's reiterate, Anika is feeling like she can control Ty and his veto.
If he wins the veto, she feels like she can convince him to leave the nominations the same.
Because he did lie to her face. He looked into her eyes and lied. He tied.
Yeah.
All right. So it's time for the noms. And sure enough, Anika does put up the girls.
Claudia and Renee up on the block.
Claudia, because she's returning the favor.
It's fair.
And she has to put up Renee because there's nobody else left. Because she can put up Ty because he used the veto on her.
She's not going to put up Daniel. Duh. So that's where we're at right now.
One of them's already gone. I'll just say that.
Yeah, we won't say who. Okay, so apparently they moved the eviction up like 2 days in real time.
It's already happened.
Tomorrow's episode, as far as we know, is still just veto. It's just a regular episode. But in real time, yeah, somebody left today. Mm-hmm. If you want to know who it is, make sure you're watching the digital dailies.
I hope there's a digital daily tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because
last time there was an early eviction, we still got a digital daily. So
right,
we'll see.
Yeah,
but yeah, I don't know. I guess Thursday they're just gonna play it like it's a regular.
I'm just so disgusted by this terrible gameplay.
There have been so many mistakes, especially in the last third of this game. Holy crap. These are some messy game players.
It's a bomb.
Yeah, so let us know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think Anika should have done? Should she have put Ty up on the block? Let us know.
I think Claudia should have put Ty up on the block.
We know that for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and until next time,
much love.